to solo traveling for a while here in Australia, I had such great experience with different people I've met, including Lisa and obviously Nick. And it's tough because you get really close to people. I got really close with Lisa. We had such great adventures together. Incredible friend, incredible person. And yet she's going home. A few more days in Bali and she's home, and my journey continues. So that's one of the hard things I think with travel, is that you meet great people and then you've got to say goodbye. So I'm on my way to join a local Sydney pub tour. Instead of a city food tour, I'm doing a pub tour. And I think it's, sort of idea of Westerners have, or at least I as an American have, of Australians, is that they like their booze and they probably have great beer. So what a great way to explore the city, explore parts of the city I haven't been, maybe meet some people and see what all this Aussie drinking is about. The first bar is called The Big Easy. I met the group, grabbed a local beer, and met our tour guide, Andrew.
Really cool little nightlife spots. Stanley Street has changed a lot through the pandemic. There have been a lot of places that have closed, new places have reopened. So it's been a real state of flux the last few years.
Our pub tour will be exploring the Darlinghurst area of Sydney.
Now, a drink I would recommend to you down there is the house specialty, the whiskey apple. So they make that using obviously whiskey and then freshly juiced green apples. That's because there was basically a gangland war that happened here at that time that was known as the Razor Wars, which is a pretty gnarly name for a gangland war, isn't it? It sounds pretty sick. The reason it was called the Razor Wars is because the gangs, their weapon of choice was a cutthroat razor. So we're not talking the Gillette safety razor kind of situation. We're talking a proper blade. And the reason for that was that at that time in Australia, it was illegal to have a gun of any kind. So if you were caught by the police with a gun, immediately you're going to jail. So these the gangs had to be a little bit more subtle about what they were doing, and so they carried the razor because they had a pretty easy excuse. If they were caught, they said, "Oh, I'm just going over for a shave," and they could get away with that.
Rosie Campbells. Titos was our final official bar. The tour took about 4 hours. Andrew was a great tour guide. I had a lot of fun and definitely a cool way to explore the city.